Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. Basic human rights for all people. Basic human rights. Basic human rights. What am I talking about? Basic human rights. Well, there is another expression, and it's known as inalienable rights. That means they are God-given rights. They are essential in human existence. They are essential in human survival. Every individual, every human being on the face of the earth is equipped like this. And God provided that every last one of these should be met. And what are they? They are those things so essential for survival. What are they? Something like food. Every individual on the face of the earth needs it, must have it, can't survive without it. Are there those who don't have food? The answer is yes. Ooh, something is wrong with that. Another is shelter. There needs to be able to get out of the elements. That's essential for survival. Are there those without shelter? The answer is yes. Woo! Other. Education. Everybody knows what education does. Everybody should have a measure of education. Now, I didn't say program. I said education. Education, those basic essentials necessary for navigating yourself in and throughout the wherewithals of everyday living and places that you'd like to go. Giving you the tools where your dreams may lead, a point this education can get you there. That's the kind of education, the ability to think, not programmed to a specific way of thinking. And everybody is entitled to it. Are there those without it? Of course. Whoa! Something's wrong with that. At least it is to me. Now, another essential, basic, inalienable right. Health care. People get sick. People die. They need freedom from the pain and anxiety of sickness, whether it's of their own or just something that happens to them. And they need it. They want it. They desire it. And everyone embraces that. And so, they should have it. Are there those who are denied it? The answer to that is yes. Wow! Woo! All of these rights, all of these inalienable rights, experienced by all of us, and there are human beings amongst us, are being denied them every day. Wow! How in the world can something like that happen? Well, the Creator, in that way of thinking, concluded that the way to meet these needs, the way to make sure that it can be met, that the outside power was doing everything it possibly could to make sure that everything was there. Everything, all the tools, all the essentials were there to make sure that these needs, inalienable rights, can be met. First, fill the earth, all above the earth, that which is seen and unseen, that which is on it and seen and unseen, that which is in it, seen and unseen. Put it there so that whatever it is outside of yourselves, it would be there. Then he put something inside of each of us, a desire, a craving to do something, maybe in sports or drama, maybe in entertainment, maybe in engineering, maybe in education, maybe in 100 zillion things that people do. A craving, then a system of education that hands down the knowledge that comes from others about the path that you're traveling to make it easier for you, so your dream can be sailing in the sky. Wow. A situation like that, does that happen? For some. But are there those who are denied it? Yes. What? How should that be? Well, that is because no one wants to do it that way. It starts out with someone wanting to be able to be ruler. See, each individual, each of you is supposed to have one ruler. And it's a spiritual ruler. You can't see it, but it maneuvers inside of you and guides you. And there's no shame in your game, because it does not lead you astray. And where it leads you is a glad way to go. And so I stand before people today and say, why? I'm living in a world. And when I leave this world, I don't want to be leaving with the knowledge, if I can have knowledge, that I was just a passing straw or passing dust of sand in the space of time. I'm here. So let me do something. Let me have a purpose in life. And I can think of no greater purpose than every individual on the face of it. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I know you got a dream. I know you got ambition. I know you want your wants met. I know you do. I don't care if you don't know it. I know you do. And I want them to be met without what you've been trained to do. To hate, to be jealous, to be a bigot, to want to fight, be violent. Where the heck did that come from? That came from people saying you can't have what you want. That's because somebody else had control over it. Somebody else was dictating whether you did or whether you didn't. I want you to know, and the Father, the unseen Spirit, wants you to know that the power to make it happen is in your hand, is always in your hand. Nothing can be done without you. Nothing can be done without you. I don't care who's thinking, whose imagination it is, how wonderful it is, or how foolish and stupid it is. Can't nothing be done without you. You. Those of you who are suffering in the ditches, those of you who are starving, still nothing can be done without you. Get up if you can. Get up and say you're going to not take it. If you crawl, and let that be your standing. Because you got to care too. Whoever is suffering, you got to care. That's the thing that makes you move. And see, it's not even in the Father's hand. Not now. It's in your hand, because you shall reap what you sow, and the seed that you plant will produce the fruit. And so what you got is what you gave. If you want something different, you got to give something different. That means you got to change your ways. You got to do what's right to receive the benefit of it. So I just want to say these things to you. It's worth me standing up and going against the whole United States of America. I can stand up and say, I want everybody in America to have homes. I want everybody in America to live every day in great joy. And that's what I'm standing up and preaching for. And that's what I'm living for. That's what I want. I don't care if you don't want it. I want it for you. And why do I want it for you? Because I believe in all my heart that that's what God wants for you. And I know there's somebody out there taking it from you, robbing you, beating you down, training you, making you become killers, and oh, wow, they're really doing it to you. Woo! So I owe it to you because I know it. I know it. I know it. And you do too. You just scared. You're afraid. You're afraid because you don't know about the future. Hey, buddy, I can tell you, doing the right thing is not about the future. Doing the right thing is about right now. And it is as wonderful right now when you do it as you can imagine it to be in the future. So I thought I'd take a little bit of time out and tell you that. Maybe you'd listen. This is my mission today for you, and I hope God bless it. Until next time, Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people. And what is that? Inalienable rights. Bye-bye.